Coming up on CityView, while it's been a wet winter and spring in Central Texas, that may not always be a good thing as we head into the summer months. Celebrating all things Asian, we'll take you to the festivities next. And the story behind one of Austin's hottest new public art pieces. Hi, thanks for joining us. I'm your host, Marissa Monroy. In May 2018, heavy rains caused a landslide along Shoal Creek, just north of Peace Park. It resulted in significant damage to public and private property. The landslide caused several homes to lose large sections of their backyards, destroyed part of the Shoal Creek Trail, and damaged a large storm drain. A little over a year later, City Council passed a measure approving an emergency services agreement that will provide reconstruction and stabilization of the slope and repairs for the trail and storm drain. From destructive flooding to wildfires now, firefighters, emergency managers, and local advocates from across Central Texas came together to highlight the extreme danger wildfires can pose and what residents can do to be prepared as we head into fire season.
And when I work with people who are interested in wildfire risk, I convey to them what the potential risk is by saying, however tall something is when it's green, it's going to be twice as tall at least when it's on fire.
It's critical for homeowners and communities to know their risks and take steps to make sure their homes are prepared for wildfire season.
So the first step is to understand when you're in direct danger. But equally important, you need to have a plan for protecting your property, doing little things around your home that can ensure that if a wildfire occurs nearby, you have a much less chance of being impacted. In Austin and Travis County, they can visit atxfire.com, enter their property address, and get a very acute understanding of what their wildfire risk is and the risk to their communities.
All residents in Austin should register with warncentraltexas.org, a free emergency notification service provided by the Capital Area Council of Governments in conjunction with the region's cities and counties. It allows local emergency responders to send targeted emergency messages to people in specific neighborhoods.
So the value of registering for Warren Central Texas is that you can have awareness that the public responders have who know where fires are occurring, who are receiving the calls for 911, who are detecting those fires rapidly, and you can take action quickly because, as we mentioned, seconds count in a wildfire evacuation.
For more information about how your neighborhood can become a FireWise community, visit firewise.org. Celebrating Asian Pacific Heritage Month meant a feast for the eyes, ears, and tummies at the Asian American Resource Center. Rain didn't dampen the festive spirit at CelebrAsia 2019. While the event shifted indoors, attendees were still able to explore cultural experience rooms, watch a range of performances from more than a dozen community entertainers, and sample tasty treats from across Asia.
I think this event has gotten bigger every year because it's gotten so much community support. So everybody sort of already knows, at least within the Asian American community, that this event is happening. It draws in over like 1,000 people every year.
This is the 6th year for the family-friendly celebration and is one of the Asian American Resource Center's most popular events. Now, a story about some amazing temporary artwork created for the city's Tempo 2D mural program, an initiative of Austin Art in Public Places.
The concept of this work of art has to do with the surrounding area, the trail, the water, the Sea Home facility, the intake. They're all based on mineral structures that are enlarged to look like buildings or pieces of the landscape. Working in this specific location was really unique. I engaged with all kinds of people. The policemen on horses came by and said hi, and people walking by would cheer me on and say, "You're doing great," or "I can't wait to see when it's finished." And it was probably the most supportive environment. I feel very proud, and I'm thrilled to see that it's getting exposure to people that might not normally see my work. I love when I get to drive by it. I hope they see at least part of what I'm trying to convey, and I think it does happen. As I was working on the mural and people would comment, they'd say, "Is this the city? Is it the buildings? Is that 360 bridge down there?" So I think people are already getting what I'm trying to put forth with the artwork, and to just enjoy it, even if the whole concept isn't grasped. Just a special visual treat in an area that wasn't so beautiful before.
To find out more about the Tempo 2D program, locations of murals, or apply to be a muralist yourself, visit austincreates.com. That's all for this week's City View. I'm your host, Marissa Monroy. Our next episode premieres Monday, June 10th. Thanks for watching.